Hi guys and girls. First thing I want to do is thank everyone for all your questions, and I do intend to answer all genuine questions. I don't know whether some of them are jokes or not. First off, I'd like to answer a question submitted by Miss Tickykins. You asked whether I was diagnosed with anything before aspergers. Okay, well basically what happened with me is I developed a severe obsessive compulsive disorder when I was 12 years old. And through that, I asked my mum and dad for help because I just couldn't put up with it. It was just severe fear of germs, basically. And they took me to the Child and Adolescent Health Centre, where I talked to someone, and eventually, when it was time for me to be medicated, they diagnosed me with Asperger's syndrome. And that pretty much sums up my story. I hope it answers your question enough. Okay, next question was from Hypersonic Wave. And I don't know whether you're joking or not, so I'll just answer anyway. People with Asperger's can't be cured, but there are things in life that you can help them. Support, medication, advice from others and things. It really depends on the severity of the person and what their problems are, because everyone with Asperger's has different problems to other people. Okay, next question. Okay, Kitchen Bomber Squad has a good question here. I'd just like to say I'm not one of those super talented Asbies, sadly. I'd like to be, because obviously if you're super talented you can also be super rich. One thing I'm good at is arts and crafts, and I'm also good at science. It's probably a combination of short attention span and stuff, but I felt I could have done better in school. But yeah, it pretty much sums me up about that. Okay. There's another question here from Amajanchi. It's a good question. Well, there isn't a week go by where I don't have someone saying to me, writing to me, contacting me, or talking to me about that's trying to challenge my diagnosis. Truth is, they don't know me, and just because I'm fortunate enough to learn skills needed in life through having a supportive family does not mean I don't have battles in everyday life. I mean, it's very hard trying to fit in with people, even for medicated people. I know all people have problems, but only people who know me from my past would know that I definitely have Asperger's, and there's just no question about it. I mean, people, they just don't know, because I've changed so much. I've learnt to deal with society so much better than I used to, that a lot of people, they can't tell from just knowing me a little bit or seeing me. My answer to your question, though, is I let them have their opinion, and then I go on my way, because I'm not going to fight ignorance from people. There are enough people in my life who are great. I don't need that sort of poison around, just negativity. Alright, last question tonight. This one was from Burnican Skywalker. He asked if it's easier for a woman with Asperger's to have a relationship or date people than it is for a man with Asperger's. And basically, what I think on this is women tend to get into relationships more easily than men. And there are quite a few theories why. Some I agree with, some I don't. One is it's because they don't have to do the asking. A lot of people are used to the men always doing the asking, and a lot of the women with Asperger's don't have to approach people. People approach them. And, well, that's certainly the case with me. I've never asked anyone out, and I've only ever had people coming up to me. And I've definitely missed out on, like, having a boyfriend or something, because I haven't approached anyone. And there's another theory about that women learn to cope with it better, and they can blend into society easier, so they're more accepted, which I think is a bit of an assumption, but it can be the case with different individuals. And I'm single, and that's the reason, because I like my independence. It's not because I can't get anyone or anything. I'm just not someone who needs to have a partner to be content. Obviously, meeting a very special man would change that, but singleness is something I learned to deal with, and I actually enjoy it, so I'm quite happy. Alright, thanks heaps for all your questions, and I'm more than happy to answer anything else anyone's got to say. Okay, night.